I'm Instructor Lavoie with the Marine Corps Police Department K-9 unit here in Albany, Georgia. So I think there's no better best friend that you could have or partner that you can have than a K-9. I think that they're more than reliable, definitely more than any person you could ever come in contact with, and you know that they're always going to be willing to put their life on the line for you, just as hopefully you should be willing to put your life on the line for them. You asked before how long we've been together. We've been together for about a month now, so not very long. It really depends how well you bond and how well your validation and certification goes. So I try to spend as much time with Lenny as possible, just taking walks and doing like centerline drills, or we call them hunt drills. And that's really what you just throw the ball, and a lot of people think it's just fetch. It's really not. You actually learn a lot about the dogs through that. But just sitting in their kennels with them and just kind of being in their space a lot, putting them in the kennels next to our desks and eating around them, interacting around them. Just the more the dogs get to see you, the more they are going to bond with you. Even just running around a patrol vehicle while you're doing police work, they just think, oh, we're going for a car ride and this is so much fun. So it's just it's a really cool bond, because sometimes they don't even know they're trained, they're just in it for the fun. So for Lenny and I specifically, the first thing is I get to do kennel care and clean the kennels and feed the dogs and all the things like that, and we kind of get to come out here any given day in basic obedience. This is a basic obedience yard. This morning we came out and we did some obstacle course and things like that, and then on a daily basis you can do patrol work, scouting. Scouting's his bread and butter. He loves going to look for people in the woods. That is his thing. He is good at it, so I definitely would never go against that on him. So we had a troubled week last week. Lenny was kind of just doing his own thing, and he wasn't really working as a dog team, which was really hard, and I kind of took some steps back, because as a handler you typically blame yourself for everything your dog does wrong. And we went out for a scouting problem after a rough detection problem, and he did amazing. He found the decoy before I even was looking like in that direction, and he did so amazing, and he followed that track so well. And it was like that aha moment of like, he knows what he's doing, he has this confidence, and when he found the decoy, he looked back at me and he was like, I did it. And I'm like, oh, I know you did it, and I know that you can continue to do it. But it's like that aha moment of, wow, like he knows what he's doing, and even when you're freaking out, he is calm, cool, and collected, and he knows what, you know, you can trust him at all times. I'm from southern North Carolina, so around Charlotte. So I grew up around several different dogs. I grew up on a big farm with a lot of acres, so we always had multiple different animals around, and I actually got to experience dog training and canine side of things through my uncle, who was a state trooper in Connecticut, and we got to hide drugs in the barn throughout the summers and go back to school and tell our teachers about it and get calls home. But it was a really cool experience to just kind of step out of your comfort zone and get to work with a dog that can do really scary things, and I would highly recommend never challenging these dogs, but getting to work with them on a daily basis is just absolutely incredible. I did not want to be a Marine. I did not want to join this branch of service at all. It was actually my last choice until I went to the recruiting office for the Marine Corps. I knew I wanted to go into law enforcement. I knew I wanted to do K-9, and he was like, well, it's not going to be easy in the military. He's like, I'm not going to lie to you. He was an infantry recruiter, so he definitely was not in the business of lying, thankfully. And he was like, you're probably not going to be K-9, but I can get you military police. And I was like, sounds good. And so that's what we did. And I got on the fast track through everything. And I say the fast track because truly and honestly, it takes a lot of people several years. In other branches of service, it takes them until they're about an E4 and E5 just to even get the chance or opportunity to go to the schoolhouse. And for us, we can go straight out of our military police schoolhouse. I got stationed here as my first duty station, but I went through about a year training to get here. I went through 3 months of boot camp, a month of MCT, went to Fort Leonard Wood for military police school for about 3 to 6 months. It took a little bit longer because of the holidays, and then I went straight to K-9 school because I went on a board at military police school, and then thankfully, by the grace of God, got accepted and selected for K-9. These K-9s are the best deterrents that I can possibly think of, because everyone sees a dog and they're like, oh, I don't want to get bit. And they have no idea the capabilities that these dogs even have. So it's really incredible that they are such a mental deterrent for people, but also the amount of things that we can do and utilize them to just protect people on base by constantly looking for drugs that may have been put on base or explosives that have been put on base. It's just an extra layer of protection, and it's a force multiplier at the end of the day. Like, we automatically have several more officers just because we have these dogs. So it's an incredible different thing. For others looking to be in this similar role, you have to be willing to put in the work and the energy, because for a lot of these dogs, rapport is everything, and if they don't trust you, if they don't bond with you, if they don't know you, they're not going to care about a single word that you're saying. So patience is everything.